Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, ring the bell, like and comment below to let me know your thoughts on the story.
It's okay, she's not my kind. I probably wouldn't be friends with her. She seems kind of like a mean girl to me. And if you hate her, hey, everyone needs to have someone to hate, but
she has 7 crotch fruits. And I'm not judging, but it's always the anti-vaxxers that have 87,000 kids. It's so annoying. It's like 87,000, like disease-riddled meat. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. It's almost like if you're an anti-vaxxer, you belong to a cult. What? Why? Are you with Big Pharma? Are you a pharma whore?
For once in Jill's life, she was not doing something that pissed a million people off. Although we'll just have to wait because that could all be coming back tomorrow.
Hi everyone. It's Michelle Duggar and I am joyfully available. A lot of people ask me, how do you keep track of your kids? And I tell them I use this book. This book has all the notes on all of my children. For instance, Josie likes lima beans and Jackson likes frogs. And Jill likes a naughty boy named Derek and we don't like Derek, so we kicked him out of the family.
Many have said that the relationship with Lauren could be, set up by the Duggars to calm down Josiah's troubling ways. What could those troubling ways be? Could it be the things that landed him in the camp to cure away the gay? I don't know. I don't have a lot of good feelings. Get it together, Josiah, or come out of the closet. So sometimes I think some of this stuff is just like, if she lies about one thing, what else doesn't she tell the truth about?
We have a bunch of stuff to talk about tonight, including the fact that I've learned how to master the smoky eye.
You guys ever notice that anytime I start talking about drama, I get really sweaty? What is it about this beauty drama? It's only the beauty drama that makes me sweaty. I wasn't sweaty before any of this. I've been sitting in this office all day and I wasn't sweating until I started talking about this. I don't understand this idea that we need to air our grievances and publicly defend ourselves. And I get this too, you guys. I'm a tiny, minuscule channel, but I do get a lot of feedback. You do get a lot of feedback and you get a lot of opinions. But over the years, I've kind of just come to this place where it's like, you're not going to please everyone and you're not going to satisfy everyone. And I don't know. Some people don't like it. I mean, I've already noticed on YouTube, people don't appreciate it. But when someone tells me you need to do this with your channel, I'm just like, no, I really don't. And if you don't, and then I'm told that I'm arrogant or I'm this or I'm that. And then I get people on Twitter yelling at me. You just sort of get to this place where you are just like, dude, I know what works for me. I know what I want. I know what the vision is for my brand. I know where I want to go with this. I know what my long-term visions are for this. So I don't need a lot of outside voices that don't know the interworkings of what's going on with my brand and with what I do to tell me how to do things. The entire time that I've been writing, I've never taken to my platform and been like, I'm a good writer, and if you don't like what I'm doing, you need to do your own blog or whatever it is. It's like, to me, it just seems really dramatic. It seems unnecessary. It seems unprofessional. I'm back. Did you miss me? It's been 32 seconds. Man, there are days when I'm like, when did this, what? Today, someone that follows me that I actually made a moderator on here actually made a comment that I was self-destructing my channel, which I don't know about that. Oh. The whole time we were in the hospital, I wasn't weirded out at all by the ventilator or all of the. I mean, he had a thing right up here in his head, they put an IV in his scalp, and that didn't even weird me out. But when the jugular line that they removed, when it got infected, it got really green, and I was that was when I lost it. I didn't lose it when he was on life support. I lost it when this thing got infected. Go figure. Yeah, my mods are good peeps. We don't do trolls here. Try to respect pronouns. We try to do all of that. We try to be nice even when we don't want to be. Oh, yeah. Comment on my page. I've made a list now in my actual moderating tab of blocked words, which will not be permitted for use. And so if you use one of those blocked words and it doesn't go through, that's why. Also, I'm blocking links from now on. So if you post a link, those will be blocked.
People are so ridiculous.
I've now instructed my moderators to not delete comments or to time anyone out or to ban anyone. The only moderators that are allowed to ban anyone are Jesse Bear, Dreadlocks, and Scott. In terms of like people that troll, as long as you guys ignore the trolls in the comments, they go away. And there's literally a subreddit right now of conspiracies related to me. I haven't gone into it, but one of the conspiracies right now is that I'm a part of the Illuminati. Or I'm into voodoo or something, because that would be the only reason that people would want to come onto my channel and actually talk. And other people are saying that I am like squashing other channels from getting interviews, which a lot of. But he also said that I treat people really fairly and I'm kind, and he likes me. I've talked to Matt now twice, like on the phone per se, here and there, but I've never seen Matt lie. I'm sorry if my swallowing and clicking is bothering you. I'm trying to do multiple things at the same time. I think whoever is upset about the swallowing and clicking needs to evaluate their current status in the lifetimes these days. Okay.
There's actually no therapy that will fix Josh. If Josh is a true pedophile and like a pure true pedophile, he's generally like going to have an antisocial personality, I believe. And Josh is like a sociopath. There's literally no cure for sociopaths. They're like a danger to society. I'm not going to speculate on if he would commit suicide. That's a weird question. Why would someone even ask that? I'm not being rude to anyone. I'm just talking. I'm 1 in 100 people in America is a sociopath. They are not all terrible people. Okay, but he's a dangerous sociopath, so stop making it about you, okay? I love how when I say something, people are always like, but not all sociopaths are terrible. He can't be reformed. You know, people ask really weird questions. They like, do you think he's molesting his kids? Why are you asking that? Why would you even think that question out loud? Why are you trying to identify a child of sexual abuse? I can say what I want because literally everything I'm saying on here is my opinion.
If you don't know, I'm friends with Lindsay Chrisley.
I love how people say that like I'm saying things as fact. I'm literally just talking to you. I don't have to say my opinion every single time. It's assumed that what I'm talking about is, I'm not being rude to anyone. I'm just talking. I wouldn't think Josh would harm his kids. Huh. Those are questions people are thinking about. You can think certain questions, but I think it's bizarre when you put those on paper. I always think of it this way: just because you have a question doesn't mean it needs to be asked. Just because you have a morbid thought doesn't mean it needs to be said. Just because you have a disturbing thought doesn't mean you have to share it. I think it's weird when people start asking about like who he's abusing and how he's abusing people and who the victims are.
And I found a gem Q&A session, which proves to me that Michelle Duggar has to use a book to remember who her children are. I'm not even lying. It proves that, 1, Michelle doesn't really know her kids that well, or Jim Bob, and 2, they have to use a questionnaire. What? Yes, a questionnaire to bond with their children. Just like anyone trying to even talk sense into her gets blocked. I remember the first time I had to do an apology for something on this platform. And I remember people were so mad at me because I'd followed up with like a but. And like I tried to explain my behavior. And I feel like when you have to try to explain away your behavior, it's just not an apology. Like the only way you can truly be apologetic is to really just say, I'm sorry. So a lot of people were like, well, why do you give a flying rat's patootie about... I've lived in the closet and I definitely did not act like that ever.